He's dancing for us. Look
Mark,
at this guy go.
Look at that boy. Bust a rug.
He's holding the $1,500 scope in his hand.
People told me that I should have been on stage.
I don't know why they'd say that.
Yeah. They don't make a pole big enough for you.
Is that medium and rare? Okay, just checking. Are we doing the testing? 3, 2,
Sure. Testes.
Go.
1,
Can you
2.
hear me?
Alex?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Good.
What was that? What'd you say?
Can't hear you.
What was that?
Sometimes we got to beef up Alex a little bit.
We're getting a little giddy towards the end of the show, even though we still have how many more hours?
Oh, geez.
5 more hours?
If we make it that long.
If we make it that long?
I don't know if my birthday feet are going to make it that long.
Well, you're wearing those ugly freaking...
Your birthday.
Is that fake pink or what?
He's making a statement.
He's making a statement.
Just
I don't know.
wait till tonight.
Is it your birthday?
Today is, yeah.
Congratulations, man. Happy birthday.
He made it another whole year. Can you imagine?
What a year it was.
Those dadgum shoes, though, he's trying to impress women because he's single now. By the way, this could be an informational thing for any single women out there. Mr. Paw is open and on the market right now and looking for a new hunting partner. So, if you want to send your resume, please do so to RNA Outdoors.
Jason.quick@nra.com.
Oh, well, okay, I'll screen them for you. Don't send them to the don't send them to the NRA address. That might not work out so good for me.
Welcome to the RNA Outdoors podcast, fueled by Ripcord Arrow Rest and First Light Hunting Apparel. At RNA, we are public land DIY conservationists that love to share our passion for the outdoors. So join us and our team as we interview professionals in the industry to share insight knowledge that helps make hunters and anglers more successful. Hey listeners, subscribers, and fellow outdoorsmen and women. This is your host, Lucas Paw, and I'm excited to tell you about some of the sponsors that continue to help make this podcast not only happen, but grow and thrive in this digital world of audio content. This podcast is brought to you by Ripcord Arrow Rest, the bow hunter's #1 fall-away rest on the market. Ripcord is known for 100% full-time arrow containment and their patented drop-dead brake system that eliminates launcher bounce back. Best of all, Ripcord is backed by their rock-solid guarantee. If the original owner has a part break for any reason, it will be repaired or replaced at no charge. And did I mention? Ripcord is located in southwest Montana, where all their products are made with pride in America. Check them out at ripcordarrowrest.com and on their social media feeds. This podcast is brought to you by First Light Clothing and Hunting Apparel. Born in the Rockies in central Idaho, First Light's mission is to create simple, yet proven, versatile gear that provides comfort and performance in any situation while working to promote the pursuit of ethical hunting and stewardship. I recently joined the First Light Pro Staff team and have continued to be impressed year after year in their innovations in engineering of merino wool fabrics. 10 years ago, they started putting out wool fabrics with camo patterns, and immediately this changed the game. Since then, they offer multiple layering systems and kits in various proprietary patterns and continue to raise the bar with their competition. Find them online at firstlight.com or under their social media feeds. Go farther, stay longer.
We got Alex from Eland Safaris here, rocking and rolling at the SCI convention.
We are at SCI, and the last time we saw Alex, was in South Africa.
Yep, 6 months ago.
6-8 months ago, and we're back here in the States in Reno at SCI 2019, and Alex made the trip over, and we thought we'd take some time to sit down with him and talk a little bit about maybe our trip that we went on, and then also what Alex has got planned in 2019. He's got a busy schedule, I'm sure. He's here with Craig Boddington at Craig's Endorsed Outfitters program, so it's good to have Alex here for that, and then maybe talk about Africa 2.0 trip for this group as well. We've all been kicking that around. So,
thank you for having me, and sounds good, man.
Yeah, Alex, good to see you, and Jason, nice to have you here.
Woohoo!
Mr. Brandon Williams on as well, who's no stranger to the podcast.
It's a pleasure to be back.
Yeah.
Get you some of that.
Yeah. So July 2018, first week of July, we were in South Africa. My first trip, Brandon's first trip.
Living the dream.
Jason's
I don't know.
run out of fingers and toes trip. But, we've known Alex for many years, but we finally made it happen. We finally put it together. And still I think about that trip when I go back and I look at the photos, and just what a phenomenal trip. Well, and everybody just did so well, and everyone gelled well. It was just the whole week was just a great week.
It was a trip of a lifetime, and all I can say is, 48 animals in 7 days. I think it speaks for itself, and everything was recovered. Yeah. Even on the last day traveling to the airport, we got the last one.
I remember him getting that message.
We got into Germany and we got a message.
His face lit up. He's like, look. And it was his warthog, and that was the last animal left in the field. Yeah, we recovered everything. That's really, at the end of the day, right? That's what you want. You don't want to leave anything out there that's not recovered.
Well, I think, and it's another thing, I think it will speak for ourselves to say we don't leave anything. Even if you guys are gone, we're still looking and trying to retrieve animals. Yep. And lucky enough, we know our properties and check it every day, and there it was. Yeah. So it was a good one.
Fun trip.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That is actually something that I could say in all the trips that I've been with you, Alex. I think there was only one animal not recovered, and that was a bush buck on the river that was shot with a bow. Yep. And, when you're right on the border, which is the river, you never know where an animal can go at that stage.
Yeah, and if they hop on the Botswana side, right, you're done.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. We can try and go, but like I said, Botswana, difficult, You don't go in there, and, one animal out of a couple of trips, I don't think it's too bad, to lose them to jump a border instead of a fence.
Yeah. Amen.
And it happens. If you're going to bow hunt, you just have to know going into it that is something that can happen, right? You can wound an animal. You can think you even hit one vitally, and you may not recover it. So.
Yeah, well, and I think it was a big learning process for all of us, how to handle. There was a big group of guys. There was rifle hunters, there was bow hunters, but once again, I think, like you said in the beginning, the group gelled pretty good.
Yeah.
And
Cowboys versus Indians.
We had 4 bow hunters and 4 rifle
I can't remember who won. I think it was the Cowboys.
I don't know. Sure. The Indians were pretty good, too.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Although Kellner sure made it very apparent last night who shot the biggest warthog. Not only one time, not twice, but I think 3 times his phone was out. And, you guys, we want to see a warthog. I'm like, all right, Dave, come on.
You have to give the boy props. His pH put him in the right spot and got a good one.
We just give Dave crap. But
I think everybody on that trip got their exceptional animals as well. Like I said, everybody got something that that really wanted, and it was exceptional. Your kudu, Brandon, your kudu.
Oh man,
like I said, that was
something to be said for when you come home at 10:30, 11 o'clock, and the whole crew's up waiting for you, and you show up to camp like you're a celebrity. It was
we were all at the
magnificent.
Skin Shack. We had beers cracked, and we were waiting for you to get back.
That's it. I can still smell the onions, as Kellner says.
Yeah, well, I think that makes it nice as well. That the whole group comes and enjoy your hunt as well. Want to hear the stories, want to see the trophy, and just stand there, have a beer, enjoy it.
Yeah. What a serious mixed bag trip it was too. Alex, give a general overview of everything that you have available, because that's what is so exciting for me in Africa, is all the variety of animals. Because here in the States, maybe we're going to hunt black-tailed deer, or maybe we're going to hunt hogs, or maybe we're going to hunt elk, but just kind of give a spew out of how many different animals you have.
Well, Jason, like I said, I think we're up to 20 different species of animals now.
Wow.
The golden wildebeest, the black impalas, an extra to what we had. But with all the plains game, that's excluding the big 5 animals. We're up to 20 different animals, excluding baboon monkeys, limited. All the cats, you can hunt. More difficult to get them.
Yes.
The bush pig that Derek got on a trip
my
was,
gosh.
once again also. You don't see those animals, and he got it early morning. So. I think we're pretty lucky to have 20 different species of animals to be hunting, and you can add the buffalo, lions, all those other things that we can do as well.
Some of the more exotic hunts.
Yep.
Amazing, because I know, let's see, what all did we shoot? We shot Sesame, we shot warthogs, we shot
kudu,
wildebeest, we shot kudu,
impala,
gemsbuck, impala, eland, baboon,
steenbuck, diker,
waterbuck,
warthog,
yeah, golden wildebeest, black impala.
Man, it was off
Zebra,
the chart.
steenbuck. Don't forget the steenbuck at night.
Oh, that was
the diker at night.
That was fun. His diker at night with steenbuck at night with a bow. That was was incredible.
I don't think a lot of people is going to attempt that shot.
No.
To be honest.
that was ridiculous.
Jason's reply, of course, we just put the video out 3 weeks ago and it's gone viral, but we've got the GoPro footage of the video of that shot, and then when Petrie was coming back, that was cool.
Yeah, well,
that
I
was
think
just a fun night.
His face could have told 100 stories about that
He's
shot.
Just like, well done.
He ran out of English.
Yeah,
that was off the chart.
Chart. That was a great trip.
Yeah. Well, and I think to bring another mix in is Derek's wife. Who would have thought she's going to turn up to be that kind of a hunter?
Never had harvested an animal in her life. Never had that experience, right? And to show up and shoot, 3 or 4 animals she shot?
Yeah, I think she ended up with 4. It was only going to be an impala. She got impala, the black impala, the kudu. And what else did she get? There was another animal.
The blesbuck, right?
The blesbuck,
yeah. She shot a blesbuck.
That's what you got, yeah. For just being one animal, and then she shot that.
With a bow.
With a bow, too.
Yeah.
With a bow to boot.
And I think hers was like 45 pours.
Yeah, that girl could shoot.
And she was doing it.
She was putting it on the spot. No, in the crease.
In the crease.
In the crease. Right in the crease.
You guys remember well.
We'll never lay that down.
We need to get Mark one of those mallets and
the
snuff game.
Yeah, he's looking at us.
Oh yeah, no.
We might be talking about you right now.
So Eland Safaris, we're here in SCI, but we're actually sitting in River South Safari's booth. Mark has been so gracious to let us have his space, or maybe we just took it over and he's like, "Get out of here."
We actually look important here.
Wait a second, his lips are moving, but I don't hear anything.
Wait for the signs.
So, Alex, you're here stateside for a little bit. Maybe tell us a little bit about your affiliation with SCI and kind of what your stay here has been so far.
So like I said, it's basically our first year at the SCI doing a full 4 days. Like I said, we're affiliated with Craig Boddington and his Endorsed Outfitter program. So it's been fun, we learned a lot. I think it's a lot of accreditation to us, and I think it will help us a lot in the future.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's a well-known hunter, well-known writer.
Clearly.
Who doesn't want to be affiliated with Craig Boddington, So and I think for us, not having a booth and for a first year doing the ACI show, I think it went really, really well.
Yeah, and I think from his standpoint, we were talking about, there's 82 South African outfitters here. How do you stand out from 82 outfitters? And you get endorsed by Craig, right? And you spend time at his booth, because you go by his booth and there's always people there.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Always
there's people waiting in line to go see him, whether it's buy a book, get a picture with him, get an autograph, picture, something. He's the guy. He is the guy.
Yeah.
Right?
No, like I said, I don't think there's a lot of people who doesn't know Craig, and who doesn't know him, gotta go Google and do something and read about him, but he's the man.
Yeah. Well, it is amazing to me, what we saw when he passed his 100th safari that he'd been on, and then we were talking about his 100th buffalo that he had taken.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Weatherby Awards last year where he received the Weatherby Award, and Craig is just such a down-to-earth person, and really his program of being in the Endorsed Outfitters, you have to be somebody and have to be a good person. And I loved it how they said, they're really looking for the family-oriented outfit. And Alex, you meet that to the T. It's you and your brother, and both of your families are all involved. And then, everybody that you have working for it. It is such a family-oriented thing. And a lot of times we come in the evenings and the kids are running around and having fun. And
crazy family.
Listen, it's sometimes nuts,
that's
but
family,
we've all
though.
been there, and that's family. And sometimes family fights, because you love when the little brother and the sister are like, hey, jump on this, and the one's pulling it out from underneath them. You're like, oh, yeah, I remember my brother did that to me.
It's crazy, but I think, Jason, we've been fortunate over the years, since I've met you. People like that kind of thing. They don't want to be told they can't do this or can't do that, and I think coming there, kids running around and go in the kitchen and help the chef or whatsoever, I think it keeps a good atmosphere and people feel right at home.
Yeah, and the food wasn't any good either, just so you know.
Yeah,
well, the hunting wasn't very good, but I think the food was, top notch, or vice versa.
Brandon, what did you think about the meals?
Oh, like Alex always told me, the hunting's not very good, but at least we eat good.
Well, we didn't lie.
Yeah.
If you didn't pick up a couple of pounds, you didn't eat enough, man.
Well, if all you got to do is pick up their 2019 brochure and look at some of the table fare in there, the eland and the zebra, and unbelievable.
Out on the braai. Ooh.
Once again, I think we're pretty fortunate with the different varieties of meat we can let you guys taste, and only pity you can't take some of them back, but at least you get to taste them there.
Yeah. And
Brandon, you had a comment, and I always love bringing it up here about the zebra, because even right now I can almost see some saliva going over in the corner of your mouth there, and I'm what did you think about everything?
Yeah, by far zebra was my favorite meal. I had a few others too. I mean, they were all great, but you always look forward to coming after a full days of hunting, wondering what was going to be on the dinner table at the end of the evening. So.
Well, I think the zebra surprised a lot of people.
It did me, because, I go on numerous trips.
We just
actually.
heard Eland.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was me. Somebody's got to kill one of these things.
Eland's great, but the zebra was just top notch.
Yeah, well, talking about Eland, I think your son shot a great Eland, Jason.
Oh man, I can't wait. We're gonna pedestal mount that thing. And I keep telling him as he's growing up, I said, you do realize that you're going to have to get all your taxidermy out of my house sooner or later, right? You're taking up too much space.
He's going to need his own trophy room.
Yeah, your kids are filling up your house pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And you as well.
Well, I haven't been cut off from the taxidermy yet. You didn't go with us. So we had selfies of us and my antelope that I was running down the strip with, so that was pretty entertaining. What?
Oh, boy.
Lead him to water.
There's never a dull moment.
No, there's not. That's why we hang. Someone's got to hang out with them.
And you know what's funny is, as I was walking across the casino floor with my mount, for some reason, these guys all backed off and started giggling and snickering and just kind of following along, watching everybody else look at me like, did he steal that?
I took a lot of photos of him walking with that, I'm just going to say.
Did he steal it? Is there something missing from Safari Club?
Alex, back to the Endorsed Outfitter program, like Jason was saying, it's a select group, and it's not Craig out looking for people. It's people waiting at the door to get endorsed by Craig, right? And thinking about your experience, I mean, obviously that's a huge milestone for you guys to be endorsed by Craig, but continuing that and sustaining that is obviously important because Craig has pretty high standards.
No, for sure. Like you said, we're pretty happy and pretty fortunate to be endorsed by Craig. But like you said, you got to keep up the good work. You know, we do what we do every day. We keep on doing it, and we'll keep on doing it for the next, as long as we can doing it. But like I said, once again, we're just pretty fortunate and very happy and lucky to be part of this program. Yeah, can't say enough about it.
Yep.
It's phenomenal. I mean, what you do, and you guys really, when we met the first time, you had just bought the outfit and we're just getting the properties all set up, and seeing the progression over the last, 10, 15 years, it's just absolutely astonishing what you've done. To the new chalets, to the common area, to everything, and then seeing the species of animals, being introduced, and
the quality.
And it's really a credit to the South African community and the private landowners to really have built the herds back up. The conservation model that you guys work off of is just phenomenal, and we take our hats off to you because, we hate to say it, but, we see so much issues coming about here in the States. And to see your success story is phenomenal.
No, thank you, Jason. Like I said, I think we're fortunate to be able to, to manage our own, ranches and stuff. And I think that's where the big thing come in. People don't believe or don't know how we can do it. But it's because of that the numbers of game are up, the quality of the trophies are up. And let's be honest, at the end of the day, the end product of doing all this conservation is going to be hunting. And it's because of the hunters is where we are now, and so all we can say is thank you for you guys, because over the, since we've met, it's 13 years now, and we've met some good people along the way. We've met some new good friends, and this is how we've been doing it,
Yeah.
Friends and family. I think that's the important thing.
Friends and family.
Yeah.
Amen.
So 2019, Alex, new year.
Yes.
Kind of what do you guys have planned for this year? Any big hunts? Any big stuff coming up?
We're fortunate enough. We've just I think we've 45 hunters booked so far for this season. 2 big groups coming in, 1 group of 23, but we've got so far 1 buffalo booked so far. Out of the group there's maybe 3 more buffalo coming. So that's the big stuff. That's far of it, a couple of sables and then just a normal plains game. Nothing else so far, but buffalo's on the menu definitely.
And you still have opportunities and openings for this year as well?
Yes, yeah. There's a couple of openings still left, for the year. Like, we've got a long season from April till end of September, beginning October. But, normally in the beginning of the year we do take a couple of our local hunters as well. We need to manage some of the, female herds as well, Impala, wildebeest female. Take a couple of them off as well, and during the season as well, some of the overseas clients do take some of them off as well for us. We have to do our management, and by that you're doing it, take some female animals off as well, the old ones.
Cool. You gotta manage the herd.
Yep.
I mean, the reality is that if you don't manage it, it will get out of control. And as you had mentioned, you were having another dry year this last year. I mean, after we left, it really, you got nothing, right?
Yeah, I know, Jason. Like I said, since 1997, my dad got the property. This has been the driest it's ever been. It's been bad, but like I said, luckily we've got some good rain, and the rain we wanted, so it's starting to look good again.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
How about
awesome.
to the farm and the rain? I mean, any changes, things that you guys are working on there?
Well, the only changes we got so far, like you said, we plant our own alfalfa and sugarcane for the animals, but we pulled it out and put some corn in, and we're busy. Well, this week coming, we're going to harvest the first field, and then from there on, May or April, the second field, and then we're going to put back alfalfa and some more corn in, and that's what we do. That's the only changes so far for this year.
Cool.
Yeah.
So for us, we're already talking about when are we going to go back, and Alex is helping us make that decision. But
I pre-warned him. I pre-warned him. Always got to think about it.
I like that.
we think 2020 could be a good year, could be 2021, but we're as we're walking around talking to people, we just talked to one of Jason's good old friends at Nosler, and he's like, "Oh, I want to go to Africa."
Oh, good.
He's like, "I've been wanting to go to Africa forever." And then there, of course, there's a Cape Buffalo on the back of their booth, and he's like, "Yeah, and I want to shoot one of those." I'm like, okay, I think we got someone here we need to bring along with us.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, that's the planning so far. It's either going to be 2020 or 2021.
Yep.
And Buffalo is going to be the main reason for you.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and Jason.
Yep.
Come on, you can admit it.
Man, you guys spend my money faster than my wife does. It's impressive.
I've heard that sound last year. Am I coming or not coming? And he's been there, so.
Yeah, we'll make him go this time. When he moves to Arizona, he'll have all that extra expendable money. So
This is what you get for spending our money.
Oh,
damn
it!
Payback,
It's so
buddy.
better when I'm spending your money than when you're spending mine.
Oh.
Payback.
Of course, and I just spent Mark's, but that worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Look at the poor guy.
Love you too.
I wish we had video going right now.
All the people walking by and us giggling and laughing and them looking at us like, what the hell is going on over there? They drinking? They drinking?
Crazy people with headphones on them.
Oh, Mark's.
Public service announcement.
Public service.
A laugh a minute.
Oh, geez. Yeah, putting Mark on there.
Here he goes.
Oh, here goes Mark. Video moment. Video moment.
All right, people, if you could see this, you'd be laughing
So
with
this
us,
is how
too.
you get clients.
This is how you get clients. Get out in the front row and
Take
dance.
notes, Alex. This
I
is how
see
we
that.
do it.
That's why I asked. This is how you get clients.
Yeah, if we just had video footage sometimes.
Oh, boy.
So, anyway.
Well, cool. Alex, it's great to see you, as always.
Thank you, Lucas.
Whether it's in
Appreciate it.
Africa or whether it's in the States, it's always good to see you and catch up. And
Yeah, well, like I said, first meeting Jason, then you, and then a couple of years along, meeting you, Brandon. That's the thing. You come there as a client and leave as a friend, and that's how we want it. Here we are a couple of years later, friends, either in Africa or South Africa, and then here. I like it. I love it. Thank you guys. If it wasn't for you guys as well, we wouldn't have been here. So thank you. Appreciate it.
No
Good
problem.
seeing you too.
Alex, if anybody wants to reach out to you, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can go on our website, www.elandsafaris.co.za, or, and there they'll get all our contact details and, email us and hook us up.
Perfect.
You guys are obviously active on social media. You've got Instagram, Facebook, so that's another opportunity.
Yes, there's also another opportunity to look us up,
Cool.
Yeah.
Geez, Lucas, it's your birthday. Are you feeling old?
How old are you today, Lucas?
When you turn 29, you don't feel that old. I think it's when you hit 30, but I don't know what that's about yet. So
all those women that are out there listening to the podcast, if you're anywhere in between 25 and 40,
that's stretching.
Yeah.
No, we'll do 25 as starters.
Well, all I can say is happy birthday, Lucas.
Thank you.
Thank you for making the trip up here.
The big 37. So hopefully 37. This is be another good year, and
we'll
see
had a
what
good
the year
one
brings.
last year.
Yeah,
and it seems to be going good. So keep up the good work, man.
Yeah, we will.
Signing off
Jason,
from the
Brandon.
beautiful Safari Club International.
Thanks for having me.
You got it.
Brandon, are you
Good to see you.
Brandon, Mark sang
better to
for
be
us
seen.
to close out. Mark sang for us, so we've nominated you to sing a song for us as we close out this podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to my day job.
Come on, say something. Just like one verse or do something.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Someone say something here.
Someone say something there. I think that we should sing happy birthday to Lucas.
Yes, we do.
How's that, Brandon?
That's nice.
Actually, you want to talk about Chris Adu? Mark loves Chris Adu.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
My kind of man. I'm going to go ahead and book a trip right now.
You going to go book New Zealand?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do I need to, edit this from, here on out, so in case you listen to this?
People don't hear it.
All right, boys, we're going to sign off.
Signing off.
Thank you, Lucas. And happy birthday, man.
All right, guys, take care. Hey everyone, this is Lucas Paw, host of the RNA Outdoors podcast. Please check out Podbean and iTunes. If you have an iPhone or iPad, go to the podcast app on your device, search for RNA Outdoors, and hit the purple subscribe button. When doing this, it will automatically upload when new podcasts are loaded, and they will download into your queue. For Android users, you can access the podcast through Podbean, Stitcher, or use our website, www.rnaoutdoors.com/podcast. In addition, under the RNA Outdoors podcast channel, please leave a review and a 5-star rating. These reviews help boost our popularity and outreach. You can also follow us on our social media outlets, Twitter at RNA Outdoors, Facebook, RNA Outdoors, and Instagram, Rod and Arrow Outdoors. All links are in the show notes as well. If you like what you've heard, we hope you'll pass along our channel to your friends and colleagues. Keep up the good fight. We cannot sit by and watch the public lands devoted to wildlife protection wither away. There's simply too much at stake. Make your voice heard, speak up, and get involved with conservation efforts, and know that every little bit helps. As we say on the mountain, go farther, stay longer.